Good morning guys, it's like 6:30 right now and I'm meeting a friend at a very famous park in Lyon which is called the Parc de l'Ours. It's a beautiful, huge park and we are gonna get a tour and then we're gonna walk for like an hour. We're gonna do that and then I'm gonna get home. I've just arrived home and I had a letter in my mailbox which made me so happy. It's for my birthday, it's from my mom. And I'm so happy when I receive a letter because, you know, as an adult the only thing you receive are facture bills. That's the word I was looking for. So it made me smile. I don't think the light is that good because we have closed our curtains because it's gonna be very warm today in Lyon and I don't want any heat to enter my apartment because I don't have AC. So yeah, this morning I went to the Parc de l'Ours with my friend. We had a huge walk, so we did the entire tour of the park, which takes probably about an hour. And then we chatted on the bench and I went through a market, a farmer's market. Unfortunately, I did not take my card and I also forgot my credit card, so I couldn't withdraw money. Usually the only places you could purchase things with a card at the farmer's market are flowers, cheese and meat and fish. All the fruits and vegetables are usually cash only, so keep that in mind. So today we have a few things to do. It was a little bit different from my usual morning routine. I went for a very early morning walk at 6:30, so I did not have the time to read. But I'm gonna skip it for now, the reading part, because I need to send a job application. I saw one that is very interesting and I need to do it as soon as possible. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make myself a cup of decaf coffee. I think I'm gonna only have decaf today because I have been feeling very overwhelmed with the job hunting and everything. So I'm going to put you right here in my kitchen. And I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and then I'm gonna make myself a bagel. So yesterday I stayed up super late. I made a batch of sourdough. Isn't it so beautiful? And I made a batch of bagels. I made 8 bagels. I froze 7 or 6. My boyfriend had one and he left me one for this morning because if I don't freeze them right away, for some reason they're not really good. They're too chewy or too dry. So I have one for right now and the rest is in the freezer. I'm gonna make a bagel with probably an egg. I think I have some ham and cherry tomatoes or cucumber. I'll see what I'm in the mood for. And yeah, then I really need to take care of the job application. So that one is a job offer in New York. And I saw some pretty cool ones in Singapore that I'm gonna apply to today. So the only important things I have to do today are obviously looking for a job, which is too important. And then I also agreed with my friend this morning that we're gonna go shopping because I totally forgot, but today is Wednesday and every last Wednesday of June we have sales, like huge clearance in France, and it's gonna be pretty crazy, but I would love to go to town and see if I can find some dresses, for some cute dresses for the summer. And I'm also looking for a pair of white leather sneakers to wear with dresses and everything like that. Let's get started on the day in my life. Every day is pretty different. There are kind of 3 versions, 3 possibilities of how my week is is going. Either I go to physical therapy right away in the morning, so I don't eat breakfast and I'm home by noon, by 11 a.m. The other version is the days I don't have physical therapy. I usually do job hunting for a huge chunk of the morning or a big chunk of the mid-morning to mid-afternoon to like 2 p.m. Or if it's the weekend, then I do whatever the fuck I want because it's the weekend and I don't necessarily wake up very early on the weekends, you know, because I don't feel the need to do it. It's gonna be pretty boring, so I'm just saying, but I promised I will take you along, so I'm gonna put you among my plans. The first sip of coffee always hits different than the rest. I don't know why. It's always so good. I need to cut the bagel really slowly because last time I made bagels, maybe 2 weeks ago, I cut my finger and I still have the scar on the thumb. Because for some reason I have tried 3 recipes of sourdough bagels and look, they're flat. I don't know why they don't want to double in size. My bread is really great and I try to let them rise for longer this time, but they're still flat, like not flat, but not very big. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I have only tried sourdough bagels. I don't really want to use active yeast for bagels. I'm trying to use my starter. So if you have any good recipes that work for you, just let me know because I would love to try to improve my bagel recipe. And I have tried 3 different ones, as I said, and it always turns out the same. I boil them for 1 minute on each side and then I bake them for 20 to 25 minutes in the oven. Breakfast bagel with some cherry tomatoes, decaf coffee, I have some water with some lime, and my fruit salads. Even my outfit is not glamorous, I'm just wearing a t-shirt and some leggings. I rarely wear leggings at home, only when I go to physio or for my workout. But I went for a walk, so I don't want to change. I don't have time right now, I'll do it later. And as you can hear, there are some construction going on outside. So I'll close my windows in probably 5 minutes. It's 9:34 and we're starting working right now. As I said previously, today's plan is gonna be a bit boring. I'm going to send my cover letter, my resume to this firm. I saw the job offer yesterday. I'm gonna job hunt for a few hours. Probably gonna have a second cup of decaf coffee at some point. Just for pleasure, because no caffeine in it. Then I'm going to eat my lunch, but I think I'm gonna have a later lunch because I just finished my breakfast and it's 9:34. So maybe at like 1 or 2 p.m. And then in the late afternoon, I'm gonna meet up with my friend again to go shopping. Oh, I need to find the courage to start working. Sometimes it is hard to push yourself into doing something that you need, like, you know, you have to do it because no one will do it for you. But at the same time, it is such a long process, especially job hunting, that sometimes I'm like, just please give me a job. Just answer to the job offer I sent you my resume and tell me I have a job interview, because I have maybe sent 30-ish job applications to Singapore and the US. And I only had 3 replies, and some of the job offers I answered to like 4 weeks ago, so it's a pretty long time to wait. One other frustrating thing for me that kind of scares me, and this is why yesterday I struggled breathing, like my chest was feeling very heavy. I was very anxious because I was also applying to jobs yesterday, and what stresses me out the most in this situation is not just looking for a job. Because if I was doing that in France, I know that it would take a few months, but there is a double complexity to the job hunt. I'm not only looking for a job, but also I look for a job in another country, and both of the countries I'm looking at jobs in require a visa sponsorship. And visa sponsorships are pretty hard to get because obviously the companies will first look, you know, in the US if they have like good applicants, and then outside of the US, because why would they pay for a visa if they can have like a local person working for the company? This is why it kind of stresses me out. But I know I'm a good candidate. I know I have a certain set of skills, and I know I'm doing a good job. When I worked at my previous company, I was doing great. And I know it'll just take a little bit of time, and you know, everyone goes through those phases. But if you have any pieces of advice or especially if you have worked in the US or Singapore, but as an outsider, not as local, that would be great. And yeah, now I'm gonna work. I'm on to my second cup of coffee, and I also have this date with nut butter, some dark chocolate, and some little coffee beans with dark chocolate. Second cup of coffee. It's 11 a.m. I'm doing great. I'm really tired, but I'm doing great. I'm looking for new job offers. Nothing very new since yesterday. I'm gonna try different websites. I'm gonna do LinkedIn, Indeed. I also found this website that has job offers that are listed where all of them offer a visa sponsorship. It is not that long after I started actually working. It's 11:44. I worked for 2 hours. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that I have such a headache from being too tired. I slept so poorly, and I was reading so many job offers, and the words were just like flying out of my brain. I cannot focus. So I was just like, you know, I'm not working. It's not a 9 to 5. I'm at home. Yes, I'm supposed to job hunt, and I'm doing it to the best ability that I can. But right now, it would have not helped me sitting behind my computer and trying to cram all of the information. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm gonna sit in front of the TV and I'm gonna take a big nap, and then I'm gonna eat lunch. And I think after that I will be able to be more productive. Sometimes it is important to step out of the situation, do something else, something that has nothing to do with productivity, to be able to be productive later, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So fuck it. That's the only thing I'll say. Looking at all of the options on HBO, I'm trying to find a new TV show. It's pretty hard. I spend sometimes more time looking for a new TV show than watching it. Same for movies. So sometimes when I'm just too tired to look for a new thing, I just rewatch something that I knew I liked. Good morning! No, I'm kidding. Right after I was scrolling and I took the little footage for you guys, I told myself it's not gonna work. Whatever is gonna be on TV, I'm not gonna be able to focus. So I just took the decision to do something smart and head for a good nap. And I had a 1.5 hour nap, which is the perfect amount of time for you to not feel bad or tired after it. It's like a full circle of sleep. I needed a good restorative sleep, and now I'm gonna I have a Tupperware that I made yesterday night with tabouleh. I don't know how you call that in English. It's basically couscous. It's called couscous with carrots, tomatoes. I added mint, chickpeas, salt, pepper, and lemon juice, olive oil. And I think that's it. So I'm gonna have that with probably a iced green tea. I haven't had such a good nap in I don't even remember how many months. After the fabulous nap and and the little lunch I had, I'm gonna do about an hour of working, and then I'm gonna go to meet my friend downtown. Oh, by the way, in the background, if you're wondering why the hell do I have a pair of trousers, it's my boyfriend's. He needs to have them, do you say altered? I think, because they're too long. So it's just a reminder that we have to take care of this. So in the meantime, it's on the wall. That's the only reason. This is my favorite piece. It's a onesie or an overall. It's black. It's linen, and you can like unzip it how much you want here. And I love it. It's from Oysho. I will link it down below if you're interested. And I love wearing those kind of things because you don't have to think about which top do you put, which bottom do you put. You just throw on some sneakers and you're good to go. I'm gonna put my favorite sneakers from Echo. So it's this silver kind of leather. It's really nice. And I'm good to go. I'm gonna put some sunscreen, sunglasses, and we're ready to head out. I thought I'm gonna show you the entire thing since my phone was put on the other side. So it's a short sleeve but long pant overall, and I love that it has pockets here and it also has pockets right here. This is a size small, but they fit really well. They're not too tight because I hate, for example, having the elastic band that like goes into my belly. It's not comfortable, and it's really comfortable, I have to say. You can do all of the movements. I'm back from town. It's 6 p.m. so we only stayed about an hour and a half or 2 hours. It was too warm to the point, because she's pregnant, she was really warm, and I was also really warm to the point that I was like, my head is spinning a little bit. And it was crowded with people, so we just decided to head home. Luckily, I didn't purchase anything clothes-wise, because for some reason there was nothing that I liked. I only went to the pharmacy where I needed to purchase a few things that I'm almost out of. So the Zero Zinc La Roche-Posay spray water that I love, it has zinc and it's really good for inflammation. Then this Bioderma micellar water, I have been using the same red cap one for years and years. It's the only one that doesn't sting my eyes, and it lasts me for a long time because I don't wear that much eye makeup. And then I bought some water wipes, the baby wipes. Honestly, I love this kind of package because you have 28. It's pretty small. You can fit it in a bag whenever you go like on picnics, so you can wash your hands. I bought some olives. That was not at the pharmacy, obviously. Toothbrushes, carrots, because I'm gonna make some kind of salad, or maybe my bread, because I made a loaf yesterday. So I might cut myself a slice of sourdough and make a homemade hummus and put some peeled carrots on top. And I also bought a raw cabbage salad. You know, they make that kind of salad in Asian restaurants. So I went to like a sushi shop, and I'm desperately in need of a beverage. I have some 100% cranberry juice, and you have to know, when you're purchasing cranberry juices, they are almost always sweetened. I like to buy the real cranberry juice. This one is 100% cranberry from Canada. It's organic, but it doesn't really matter. It's really, I don't know, the word I'm looking for is tart, but it has a very weird consistency. So it's not bitter. I don't know how to describe 100% cranberry juice, but it's not the best. You need to probably put a third of it with 2 2/3 of water, and I always sweeten it with a little bit of maple syrup because it dissolves nicely in the juice. And I think I'm gonna put a slice of lemon, and that's gonna be my beverage. I have my glass. I'm gonna show you. It's not a glass, it's a jar. I'm a jar person. I like to drink everything in big quantities. I will do 1/3 of my jar, maybe less, of cranberry, then maple syrup. I just eyeball it. I mix it. I removed one ice cube because it was overflowing, but it's so good. And it's very healthy. It has a lot of antioxidants. It's really good if you have urinary infections. I thought, you know what, since we're hanging out in the kitchen, I'm gonna show you my current book I'm reading. It is so good. If you like thrillers, and I thought I did not like thrillers. In French it's called La Femme de Ménage. I think it's The Maid. It's by Freida McFadden. It is amazing. Highly recommend if you're in need of a good book. I think I have like 2 chapters or 3 chapters left, and I'm really excited to know how it ends because it's really, really good. I'm gonna put some music because I would love to have a bit more energy, and I'm gonna put Eddie de Pretto. Okay, c'est parti. So now it's much later in the evening, it's 8 p.m. We're gonna finish watching the movie The Menu. It's a bit what the fuck, but I like it so far. I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna have some kind of dessert and I'm gonna read a few pages and go to bed, and that's my entire day. I know it was probably boring. I hope it was not that boring though. And I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me, and I'll see you soon guys. Salut!